It's about a family that recently lost the father, wife and two kids, and in their town, here in Los Angeles, there were two kids that were mysteriously killed, and the prime suspect is their mother. And so after those two children are killed, there starts things starts to happen in the main family's home. These kids start to have mysterious incidents happening. They start to have injuries and weird things happening with them, and so we suspect that whatever it was that killed those first two kids at the beginning of the movie is now after these two kids. And so their mother has to figure out what's going on and save the day. That's what I like about the movie. I didn't know anything about curandero, so it was just a thing of like, okay, how do you mix uh, real life mysticism with what's happening in this movie? It grounds it in reality, which I think is fantastic. My first impression is that it was a cut above your typical, horror film because it's really not about waiting for the next scare. It's about these people. It's about this family. It's about what they've recently been through. The grief, the mourning, about the relationships, and so the scares and the suspense are kind of secondary to what's going on with these people in their lives right now and their family. I played Detective Cooper. I am the partner to the recently deceased father from this family, and I've kind of taken it upon myself to keep an eye on them, make sure they're okay. I've kind of promised my old partner that I would take care of them and keep an eye and make sure they'll be all right. And so when things start happening with this family that don't really make sense, he takes a particular interest in what's going on, and he kind of tries to get involved and see what's happening, but she doesn't really let him in because I don't think she thinks that he would believe her. And so he does his best to help when all these strange occurrences are happening. Linda is fantastic. What I like about her is that she has a sense of humor in the midst of all this, stuff that can get pretty grim and pretty depressing and pretty, tense. Like she's able to keep it light, keep it rolling. She doesn't take it to the point where you feel like this is not going to be fun to go to work, And so she's been fantastic. Michael Chaves is great. He's a guy like similar to Linda. He's a guy who he's grounded in like the reality of what's going on and the stakes and how serious all this is, but he's also having fun. And it's very infectious throughout the set, very high energy level, very high morale, uh, really knows what he wants to, which is very, very important for a director. Sometimes a director doesn't really know what they want, and it's hard for them to articulate what they want, and so it's hard to give them what they want. But with Michael, like he's very good at articulating what he wants. And so I feel confident that, once the camera's rolling, I'm able to deliver what he wants because he told me so clearly what it is he's going for. I think what audiences are going to love about this film is the family at the core of it. You're going to instantly be invested in who these people are. You're going to instantly want to know what happens to them. You're instantly going to feel like, I really, really, really care that these people come out of this okay. And these actors, Linda Cardellini and these kids, like they really grab you in that way. And I think that's the strength of the film.